Imagine two hip-hop legends trading blows in a Manhattan courtroom. Diddy versus Jay-Z isn't just gossip anymore, it's explosive legal drama you can't afford to miss. Both trials and countersuits are just getting started. Diddy's racketeering and sex trafficking case heads back to court this summer, with prosecutors lining up dozens more witnesses to describe the freak-off parties and alleged coercion. His defense will maintain everything was consensual, the classic swinger lifestyle argument, while challenging the admissibility of pattern evidence testimony. Expect motions over witness lists, appeals on evidentiary rulings, and fierce fights over jury instructions. Jay-Z, freed from the Jane Doe suit, has signaled he's ready to press for sanctions against Tony Busby and any lawyer who files unvetted claims. He's already asked courts to impose discipline for Busby's alleged extortion scheme. If successful, it could chill future mass tort attorneys and reshape how high-profile accusations get vetted before hitting the public. Industry fallout and cultural reckoning. These courtroom battles arrive amid a broader entertainment industry reckoning. Labels, managers, streaming platforms, and award shows are all under pressure to distance themselves from figures accused of exploitation and abuse. Radio stations have quietly edited Diddy's music out of rotation. Grammy committees are reevaluating lifetime achievement honors. Fashion brands are revisiting endorsement deals. And social media campaigns like hashtag #BelieveSurvivors and hashtag #CancelCulture 2.0 ensure every development spikes online debate about due process versus accountability. Why this matters at stake isn't just two megastars' legacies, but fundamental questions about power dynamics in pop culture. Credibility versus consent. How do courts balance hearsay about decades-old events against due process rights? Mass torts and cash grab claims? Will aggressive mass accusation lawyers face new checks? Or will victims be further silenced by fear of countersuits? Influence and immunity. Does immense wealth and networked influence insulate celebrities from accountability or backfire spectacularly when allegations surface? I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Comame's. There is no closer association between any of them. That's Jay-Z's legal team drawing a hard line, publicly cutting ties with Diddy right there in court. Word is the tension exploded after that moment. Diddy allegedly snapped in court, and now he's threatening to air out some damaging secrets as his trial heats up. And Jay-Z's got heat of his own. Let me put you up to speed. The viral claim and legal background. In October 2024, a serious lawsuit was filed accusing Diddy and Hav of heinous stuff. An anonymous woman known as Jane Doe claimed that Diddy and Jay-Z had violated her when she was just 13 after an MTV VMAs afterparty back in 2000. The suit was amended in December to include Jay-Z, then voluntarily dismissed with prejudice on February 15, 2025, meaning it can't be refiled in its current form. Diddy is still facing separate federal charges, including sex trafficking, with trial set for May 2025, but those don't directly involve Jay-Z. Accusations, counter-accusations, and extortion claims. Jane Doe's allegations sparked outrage, but inconsistencies quickly emerged. The friend who allegedly drove her to the VMAs had died. The Maddens said they weren't even at the show, and her own father didn't recall driving 5 hours to pick her up. Under pressure, she admitted mistakes, while her lawyer, Tony Busby, claimed she'd submit to a polygraph. Jay-Z responded by suing Busby and Jane Doe, alleging Busby coached a false narrative to leverage a maximum payday. Jay-Z's statement called the claims frivolous, fictitious, and appalling, and vowed to hold Busby accountable. Jay-Z goes on the offensive. Before the Jane Doe case was dismissed, Jay-Z and his lawyer, Alex Spiro, blasted Busby on X, formerly Twitter, accusing him of pursuit of money and fame and demanding the case be tossed. Jay-Z warned Busby, "True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory." He then filed a countersuit, alleging Busby orchestrated an extortion scheme and hinted at disciplinary measures against Busby and his co-counsel. The wider Busby versus Roc Nation legal war. Busby fired back, accusing Jay-Z's team of using private investigators posing as Texas state agents to intimidate his former clients. He named Quinn Emanuel partners and alleged secret recordings that tied Roc Nation's lawyers to the scheme. Accusations flew on both sides. Busby was accused of unethical conduct, while Jay-Z's team stood firm on his innocence. Illuminati rumors and industry conspiracies. As the Busby battle wound down, whispers resurfaced about Jay-Z's supposed ties to secret societies, the Bula, Black Illuminati, and occultist Marina Abramovich. An old interrogation video even surfaced in which a witness claimed both Diddy. In addition to the financial scrutiny, Diddy was embroiled in a series of legal battles concerning intellectual property rights. Several lawsuits were filed against him by former collaborators and business partners, claiming unpaid royalties and breach of contract. These legal disputes not only threatened his financial stability, but also cast a shadow over his reputation as a fair and ethical businessman. On a personal front, Diddy was dealing with the pressures of maintaining his public image amidst growing scrutiny. His relationships, both personal and professional, were under the microscope, with tabloids frequently speculating about his private life. Reports of strained relationships with former associates and family members added to the mounting pressure, painting a picture of a man grappling with the demands of his multifaceted life. Despite these challenges, Diddy continued to project an image of resilience and determination. He remained active in the music scene, releasing new projects and collaborating with artists across genres. His appearances at high-profile events and interviews were marked by a confident demeanor as he sought to reassure fans and stakeholders of his unwavering commitment to his craft and business ventures. However, behind the scenes, the federal investigation was intensifying. Sources close to the investigation revealed that authorities were building a case against Diddy, focusing on alleged financial misconduct and potential involvement in organized crime activities. The investigation was shrouded in secrecy, with few details emerging publicly, but it was clear that the stakes were high for the music mogul. As the investigation progressed, Diddy reportedly sought legal counsel and began preparing for a potential legal battle. His legal team, comprising some of the top attorneys in the country, worked tirelessly to address the allegations and negotiate with federal authorities. Despite their efforts, the situation seemed to be spiraling out of control, with the possibility of an arrest looming on the horizon. The tension reached a boiling point in early September 2024, when federal agents conducted a series of raids on properties linked to Diddy. These raids, which were part of the ongoing investigation, resulted in the seizure of documents and electronic devices believed to contain evidence of financial misconduct. The raids sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, signaling that the investigation was nearing a critical juncture. On September 16, 2024, the situation came to a head when federal authorities executed an arrest warrant for Diddy. The arrest, which took place at his Los Angeles residence, was carried out with precision and involved a team of federal agents. Among those who have filed a lawsuit against Diddy for different reasons is Thalia Graves. She came forward as the 11th individual to accuse Diddy of non-consensual conduct. According to the lawsuit, Graves alleges that the incident occurred in 2001 at Diddy's New York City recording studio. Graves, who was an aspiring artist at the time, claimed she was invited to the studio under the pretense of discussing her music career. However, the meeting took a sinister turn when Diddy allegedly inflicted injuries on her. Graves asserts that she was bound and forcefully assaulted by Diddy and one of his employees, an ordeal that was not only traumatic, but also recorded without her consent. The lawsuit further claims that the footage of the attack was later sold as pornography, adding another layer of exploitation to the horrific event. Graves has stated that the incident left her emotionally scarred, impacting her personal and professional life for years. The mess does not end there. In a stunning twist, New York Mayor Eric Adams, who had given Diddy the keys to the city, has been indicted on 5 counts. His tenure has been marred by controversy and allegations that have now culminated in federal charges. The first whispers of trouble began in early 2023 when rumors surfaced about potential campaign finance violations. By mid-year, federal investigators had started probing into Adams's 2021 mayoral campaign, focusing on alleged illegal foreign donations from Turkey. The investigation intensified in late 2023, with federal agents seizing electronic devices from key figures within Adams's administration, including his chief fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. On September 26, 2024, federal investigators executed a search warrant at Gracie Mansion, the official residence of the mayor. A bigger controversy which has resurfaced since Diddy got arrested is his alleged link to Tupac's death. Reopening a case as complex and high-profile as Tupac Shakur's murder involves navigating a labyrinth of legal and investigative challenges. The decision by Tupac's family to enlist attorney Alex Spiro marks a pivotal moment in the quest for justice. Known for his work on high-profile cases, Spiro brings a wealth of experience and a reputation for tenacity to tease. A bigger controversy resurfaced after Diddy's arrest: his alleged link to Tupac Shakur's murder. Reopening such a high-profile case involves navigating a labyrinth of legal and investigative challenges. Tupac's family retained attorney Alex Spiro, renowned for tenacity in complex cases, to examine all existing evidence, re-interview witnesses, and pursue new leads. Central to this renewed probe is Dwayne Keefe D. Davis's explosive claim that Diddy offered him $1 million to silence Tupac. If any connection emerges, it would upend decades of assumptions about one of hip-hop's darkest mysteries and reshape the legacies of everyone involved. One of Diddy's most publicized accusers is Lil Rod Jones, whose 100-page lawsuit details grooming, exploitation, and forced sexual encounters. A Prodigy producer tapped for Diddy's 2023 Love album project. Rod says he was required to live in Diddy's homes for over a year, missing family events, while enduring rampant drug use, laced drinks served to minors, and coercive freak-off parties. Shockingly, Rod names other celebrities, among them Cuba Gooding Jr., claiming Diddy arranged intimate encounters between them. Gooding Jr. has vehemently denied the allegations, calling them the most ridiculous thing ever, even as the suit presents photos suggesting otherwise. Rod's suit also implicates T.D. Jakes, the world-famous pastor who attended Diddy's notorious 53rd birthday freak-off party, an event defined by nude guests, heavy drug use, and coercive sex. Critics question why a prominent clergyman would be there. Jakes' team later insisted he merely stopped by briefly. Former Bad Boy security Gandil recalls that such gatherings were once clandestine, but have since become brazenly public, suggesting that anyone present would have witnessed unspeakable acts. Name after name has been redacted from Rod's lawsuit, fueling rampant speculation. Meek Mill's name is frequently mentioned. Leaked audio purports to capture Diddy and Meek Mill in compromising acts, which Meek Mill has firmly denied, condemning the rumors as cap. Reality star Khloe Kardashian confirmed on camera that she attended a freak-off party, encountering Justin Bieber there at dawn, lending further credence to the long-whispered tales of these gatherings. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal woes extend beyond civil suits. In September 2024, federal agents raided his properties, seizing documents and devices under investigation for financial misconduct, money laundering, and racketeering. Days later, he was arrested at his Los Angeles home on charges including racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation for prostitution, each count carrying decades to life sentences. His bail bid, secured by $50 million in real estate, was denied amid fears of witness tampering, flight risk, and his vast resources. Diddy has been held at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, where his lawyer Mark Ignilo describes the food as the roughest part, and notes crowded, unsanitary conditions. Reports of stabbings, maggots in meals, suicides, and the deaths of other high-profile inmates have only intensified calls for his release. His family, 6 of his 7 children, and his mother, has publicly championed his character outside the Manhattan courthouse. But inside, Diddy's once invincible composure has visibly cracked. Through it all, Diddy has pleaded not guilty, his defense framing every sexual encounter as consensual swinger activities and attacking the credibility of every witness. Yet with over 120 civil complaints filed, dozens of alleged victims, and physical evidence, surveillance footage, communications records, and insider testimony, his empire teeters on the brink. As this saga continues to unfold, one thing is clear. From Bad Boy Records founder to federal defendant, Sean Diddy Combs faces perhaps the steepest fall from grace in entertainment history. Whether he'll beat these charges or emerge with his legacy irrevocably tarnished remains to be seen. Stay tuned for the next explosive developments. Keep watching these cases closely. Subscribe for legal deep dives, hear new testimony as it hits the docket, and join the conversation. What reforms should we demand? From statute of limitations changes to improved protections for witnesses and ethical rules for mass claim attorneys. Hit the comments and let us know your take. Because in this era of celebrity accountability, no one is above the law.